Hello and welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at my account after 10 months, and then we'll talk a little bit more about preparations for EX jobs. And I have been making fewer videos lately, and I am totally fine with that. When I started this channel, I did it with the intention of being like a niche content creator for this game. And I was thinking that like other big names would be like the main guys, you know? I had never had any intention of being the main guy. But I feel like lately, with lots of other YouTubers doing a very nice global content, that I feel like I can take a step back a little bit, and then continue making videos that I feel really good about making. But although for a very long time I was making videos like, once every day or even like every 12 hours, I never felt like I put up a video that I felt forced to make. Every video I put up I wanted to make, so I'm going to keep on doing that. Also, of course, both in Global and JP, we've finished that kind of marathon time from late October to mid-January. So I feel like there hasn't been as much need for videos, which is good too. We need time to, slow down and, process and then recharge ourselves. And speaking of recharging, I've been recharging my bank account. My Global account, of course, is free to play. But in JP, I have not spent a dime since I finished the Phoenix card. Which was over a week ago, I think. But yeah, a lot of times I talk about like, certain plateaus in the game. Like your account reaches certain plateaus of strength, and so you can work less on other things. And then also certain plateaus with spending where you reach a certain point, and then like what you're getting back for what you spend is not nearly as much as what it used to be when you're first starting out the game. And then it also ties to like how more and more of the JP game is kind of tied to elements, or like vision cards tied to units. And so it becomes easier to skip certain units and or vision cards because maybe they don't fit your account. And then also, I try to keep like politics out of this game and this channel. But let's just say the last 4 years were very long. And that part of the reason why I was kind of throwing myself into this game so much was to just kind of get through that time. And so like the last, week or two, I've been just kind of talking to people, relaxing, playing the game of course, but maybe not making as many videos. Okay, but anyway, let's look at my free-to-play account in Global and then also talk about preparations for EX jobs. I'm hearing people saying that they think or they feel EX jobs should be delayed or cancelled or modified in some way. I'm 99% sure that EX jobs are going to come at the same time, in the same way to Global. Just because like so much of the design and then kind of the roadmap for the game is centered or like takes into account EX jobs. So give up those fantasies and instead let's take the time to prepare for EX jobs. Although to be honest, with JP, I didn't prepare at all for EX jobs because of course nobody knew it was coming. And so I was like, farming stuff in real time. And it wasn't that bad at all. And then now in JP, I have about half a dozen EX job units, not counting Federica and Tsubuyaki, and that's been more than enough to get me through all of the PvE and PvP so far. So I kind of feel like there's no rush. You don't need to, change over your entire account to EX jobs as soon as possible. I would say even just like pick your favorites, or pick whomever you have these soul orbs for, and I think we'll be fine. One other thing about why I think EX jobs are going to come just the same way to Global. JP players seem to be enjoying it, and if JP players enjoy it, then yeah, it's coming to Global just as it is. Of course, when EX jobs were announced in JP, I had that thought in my mind, oh, maybe this will make me quit the game. But that happens with every like major update, or like every major scandal that happens with the game. You have to have that thought, is this going to be enough to make me like, is it going to break the camel's back? Is it going to make me want to quit? I did not quit, of course. I wanted to try it out and see how it is. And yeah, EX jobs is not breaking the game. Level 120 units do not have a super duper giant advantage over level 99 units. Of course, things could change or, ramp up in the next 6 months or 12 months. But for now, we're looking good. I feel good about the game. So, although I said we don't really need to prepare for EX jobs, I'll show you how I am doing it. First of all, I'm kind of just readying my mindset and like, setting my boundaries for myself. And they'll be much more strict because I am a free-to-play here in Global. I'm already at that point where I'm skipping all new Hatcher units because spending tens of thousands of vision ore to chase a character was never a good idea, but now it's just a really bad idea. And then I think I'm going to focus on handout units. Looks like it's going to be a regular thing from now on. So I got Cecil, leveled him up, Mediana maxed her out, and then we got Tita and 9S. So I have a lot of vision ore here, but I'm saving it all for Tita and 9S. And then probably what I'll do with them is that I'll take them to 115 and then kind of stop there, maybe put them in the barracks and then slow build them for the rest of the time. Because there you only need 200 soul orbs rather than the 400 to max them. I'm still debating if I want to go for one or both of the Final Fantasy X vision cards, because they'll both work with water units, which would really improve my Tita. But I'll see how my vision ore and stuff is looking at that time. What I am saving my vision ore for, they are the anniversary hatchers. We got a few of those the other day, where it gives you 5 or 10 UR units, or 25 or 50 shards for UR vision cards, that kind of stuff. I'm going to save all my vision ore for any of those. And then recently I made a video about a tier list ranking of upcoming EX job units. And looking at the upcoming schedule, I think I do want to take Jiza to EX jobs. I think pretty much everybody's going to want some kind of counter to Yuna, because she's probably going to be pretty popular in global. And so if you can have a dark unit that can one-punch her, that will be a really nice kind of counter to her. I don't have any other options except for Jiza here, so I'm going to raise her to 120. And this is cool because this will kind of differentiate, my global account from my JP account. In JP I have stuff like Super Stern, Garble, but here in global I can go for Jiza, so that will make this account feel different and fresh. And then it'll be easy-ish to work on her because her shards are available in the Mog shop here in global. I forget where it was. Maybe guild medals? No. Oh, there she is, Arena. So yeah, I can get her shards from here. Later in JP, you can get her under friend medals as well. We'll see if global also gets that. And then of course there are the soul medals here. But I'm going to save these because they will add the soul orbs for collaboration units. So when Tita and 9S come around, I can buy those with the Mog medals here. And also, part of the reason why I'm going only to 115 for those collaboration units is because I can save myself a lot of currency in order to level them up. And yeah, I have 200 of the rainbow Mog medals, which is a lot, but it's not as much as 2,000 that I have in JP, so I gotta use those wisely. And so yeah, I would like to get more, UR units, more UR vision cards to max, because that will improve my chances of, getting duplicates and then getting more rainbow medals, which I can use to get more shards for guys here. That will lead to even more max units, more Mog medals. It'll be a snowball effect. And then for vision cards, I still don't have a max UR vision card, so I do need to work on that. But if we look in guild medals here, I'm very close to finishing Shiva. I am getting there with Odin. And then when I finish them, I'm going to work on, getting the shards here for Tetrasilphid. Even though it's not one of the best vision cards, and I'm not, particularly interested in making a mono-win team, just to have another max UR vision card for a better chance at Mog medals. I think that would make it worth working on there. And then Mediana, her shards are also very available in the Mog shop, so she might be an option to take to EX jobs in my global account here. But I don't love using her, so I don't know. But after Jiza, I also want to continue to focus on my current max units. Yerma, she looks very interesting as EX jobs, and I have a lot of memories of her in this global account, so I might want to take her there. Rob, I want to not take to EX jobs. I'm loving using him in JP, but again, I want to differentiate my accounts, so... Kiton, definitely want to take her to EX jobs. Maybe Victora as well. And then I have these other units here. These are more just kind of, they're the top of the meta, but Irudita, Kirufe, Rain, Howlet and stuff. I really feel like I want a strong character of every element. because later in JP, there are the equipment brutal quests. If you can beat those with a certain mono element team, you can get the +3 weapon for that quest. And then here with this global account, I'm aiming for mostly +2s of equipment, and so if I can get just a +3 just handed to me, that would save me even that little bit of farming, and then have a better piece of equipment anyway. But also if I wanted to make a +4 much more easily, you know, that could help me with that, so I would like to get at least one really good unit for every element. And then regarding those quests so far in JP, I found that you don't need a full team of, like, you know, you are level 99 of that element. I've gotten clears with, like, you know, 2 strong units of that element, and then like 3 characters that are weak but of the right element, and then like a strong friend, and then I've been able to get the clear that way. And if worst comes to worst, I can just, you know, spend some vision ore in order to get the clear, and then in that sense I'd be kind of like just buying the +3 of that equipment, and I would be okay with that if it were too difficult. And so, looking at everything that it's required in JP, and then trying to think about how my global account is going to do, I think maybe starting today or starting on day 1 with EX jobs, maybe a free-to-play user would take maybe 1.5, 2 years to get a really kind of a top-tier account with a lot of EX job units and level 99 UR vision cards and like +5 equipment and stuff. And the game is designed to be that way, so that it does take a long time. And then for some people, you know, that's going to be what they want. They want a slow burn, something to keep them occupied for months, possibly years. But there are other players out there that are not going to want to wait and work that long. For them, I would say, you know, go play a console game, or put money into this game in order to speed up that progress. But yeah, people that are looking at the, you know, 1.5 years, 2 years, as like some onerous thing, like this game is pay to play or it's horrible design, it's meant to be that way, so you can keep players engaged for a long time. And I will be embracing that with my global free-to-play account here. Okay, so that was a little bit of an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.